grave errors of the East. Many of the officials started criticizing the concept of teaching Indians the Sanskrit and the Arabic literature. Many British officials who were opposing the Indian system or opposing the Orientalists, they started to criticize the teachings of Indians, the Sanskrit, the Arabic literature, because they thought Eastern literature was not serious and is full of flaws. What did they think? They thought Indian education or the Eastern education for that matter, not only India, almost all the countries in the eastern side of Asia were not having serious literature. They are full of flaws, full of mistakes. James Mill, one of the famous writers in the history and a humanitarian as well, he declared that Britishers should make Indians familiar with scientific and technical advances that the West has made. The Western system has made certain advances. So, the British should take the responsibility and make the Indians familiar with scientific and technical advances, not the poetry and the sacred literature. He gave his comments about the Indian system of education. According to him, the aim of education was not to please anyone or not to win a place in their hearts. The aim of education is not to please anyone or just to win a place in their hearts. So they had different opinions about the education of India. In 1830, after James Mill, in 1830, there was a severe criticism against the Orientalists. One of the such critic was Thomas Babington Macaulay. Thomas Babington Macaulay, and according to him, as you can see him on the screen, he thought India is an uncivilized country and need to be civilized. This is the opinion of Thomas Babington Macaulay, who is a British officer who gave this statement openly, writing that India was an uncivilized country and needed to be civilized. No branch of Eastern knowledge could be compared to what England had produced. He went on to say that there is no match of knowledge between the Eastern knowledge and the knowledge that is being produced in England. Macaulay declared that who could deny that a single shelf of a good European library was worth the whole native literature of India and Arabia? So, this was a comparison what Thomas Macaulay did with the Indian knowledge and with the European knowledge. He said that the good European library has a shelf of books which has a lot of knowledge when compared to the native literature of India and Arabia. He felt that a shelf of books are having more important points when compared to the whole thousands and thousands of books and knowledge in the books of native literature of India will not match with that of the European library shelf books. He requested the British government to stop wasting money on Oriental learning. Initially, as we discussed, they started to build buildings, establish institutions to make madrasas to come in. Hindu college was set up to make Hindus and Muslims learn the subjects what they are familiar with. But now Thomas Macaulay is requesting the British government saying that let's stop wasting money on Oriental learnings. He asserted that the need for teaching English to the Indians as this would enable them to read the English books. He made an important thing or announcement that it is very important to teach English to Indians so that they will come to know what is the great knowledge that is there in the shelves of the European libraries. They will be able to understand what is great knowledge. They are thinking what they have in their own local languages is a great knowledge. They are not aware about the good and great knowledge that is hiding in English language in the European libraries. Can we agree to this statement? We are discussing the views of Thomas Macaulay. This may not be true, may be true. Whenever we are learning history, we need to remember one point. We are studying what has already been happened in the past. Here, we are not going to discuss and judge whether the views are correct or wrong. It is not our duty. Our duty is to understand how did they saw our society. How did they understand our literature? Only to that extent we need to focus. We cannot take that statements as 100% true, that are views of few individuals which have shaped the course of the history. So we need to understand them and we need to go on. No need to go diagnose it and give comments on that, which most of the teachers do. I feel as teachers, we should encourage our children to understand what are the views. Let us not give our personal comments on that. Let the child decide. Let him grow up. Let him understand. Let him read few more books. Let him come to his conclusion with his own set of arguments. Let us encourage that thought process. Let us not fill his brain with our thoughts. We are a generation where we have very limited access to technology when we were studying. So let us not give that opinion to the children. They have an option of extreme access to technology, huge availability of resources and books. Let them go through. Let them develop that passion to know about the ancient Indian history. Let them go through. They only will know the greatness which the Britishers have agreed just 10 minutes before. William Jones told that Indians had a glorious past. We need not tell that again and again. Let the students know that one. Now, moving ahead, the grave errors what they have done, following the Macaulay's suggestions, English East India Act or English Education Act has come in 1835, which was introduced, and the decision has been made that English as a medium of instruction for higher education was taken. So they have decided to introduce English education through the English Education Act of 1835, and English has been made as a medium of instruction for higher education. The Sanskrit College and Calcutta Madrasa were seen as temples of darkness in order to stop the promotion of Oriental learning, which were considered as one of the best practices that need to be continued. Now it is being seen as the temples of darkness where there is no scope of any growth. These steps are made only to stop the promotion of Oriental learning.